Day, May 16th, 2017. I'd ask at this time if everyone would please rise to salute our nation's flag, and I would ask everyone to please remain standing for a brief moment of silence. The community suffered a tragic loss. A young 15-year-old Bloomingdale resident took their own life yesterday, and our thoughts and prayers are with their family and friends and the entire community. So again, I'd ask after the pledge if you'd remain standing for a brief moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Roll call, please. Yes. Here.
Present.
Here. 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 Probably because that's where Dawn used to be.
Councilman Michael Sandemeyer.
Here. He'll answer to anything. Also with us, our Deputy Clerk, Terry
Here.
Sauer, and tonight we will go nice and easy because Terry's always a nervous wreck, so we will keep pace.
So that'll help, all right.
Yeah. And also Brianna Lavro is with us, clerk in training, and our borough attorney this evening, Dawn Sullivan. Welcome, Dawn. This is an official meeting of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale on December 28, 2016. The date, time, place was faxed all local news media posted here at Borough Hall. The first order of business was to be a presentation honoring the Butler High School National Honor Society for their hard work and generous donation to our animal shelter. They did a successful fundraising campaign and raised in excess of $5,000 to install a gazebo and a lot of landscaping at our shelter, as well as a lot of donations and supplies and the like. I was called today by the National Honor Society to ask to postpone this evening. They, obviously, for what I stated a moment ago as our moment of silence, felt it was not an evening to celebrate anything. So, though I wanted to mention it, and on June 1st, I will be going to the National Honor Society induction ceremony to present the certificates to those members and thank them on behalf of the borough. As Rich is showing, just so everyone can see the day they worked and how beautiful the gazebo looks, so everyone is aware. And Lisa Perry donated that, our ACO, thanking them, that now sits on the gazebo. Great bunch of kids. I do, while Rich keeps going through,
That's all I got.
Okay, that's fine. I do want to point out, also, some of our staff was going to come this evening for recognition, and they also agreed to not attend, and I will honor them privately at the DPW yard. And that would be Rocco DiGregorio, Paul Halkias, John DeScafano, Craig Corter, Roy Figaro, Al Allegrino, and Clint Romley. So I thank all of them for their hard work in making the shelter that much of a better place. So, thank you. Moving along, there's no early executive session. There is a fair amount of non-agenda items. As everyone knows, Jane's on vacation. A lot of things came up after the agenda was done a little bit earlier. And those are the following. The first item is canceling more of our capital. These are capital grants that have expired, unfunded, unutilized, which we will be doing this evening. Second item is 2 resignations from the shelter, part-time employees. The third one is a motion to give me the authority to advertise and hire 2 shelter replacement part-time employees. The fourth item is authorization to hire our DPW summer help. And the,
That's actually on here. Yeah, that's on here.
oh, I'm
John.
sorry. I have names now, that's why.
Okay.
And then one more item is a Chapter 159, amending the budget for a UTEX U Drive police grant in the amount of $5,500. So canceling grants, shelter resignation, shelter hiring, and Chapter 159 for a police grant. That's all of them, right, Terry? Okay. So those are non-agenda. At this time, I need a motion to open public comment.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
No, down this way. Get Rich. Anyone wishing to speak? How are you, Linda?
Okay. On the bills list, on the first page, there's a couple of items. The petromechanics to move the gas lines. Is that the DPW?
Yeah, that was DPW. It was a JIF recommendation. The line that feeds from our above-ground tank to the pumps was below ground. So that project raised it above ground. So if there was ever a spill or a leak, we are protected.
Okay, and a new generator?
It just could be a partial, but what's the,
It's electric for new generator, total of $17,400.
right, which is encumbered, they're not finished yet. That's the FEMA grant for Fireman's Hall and Senior Center, and the pump station on Natalie Court, all funded by FEMA.
Okay, and the other thing I wanted to ask about is the extension of this contract with M&T Realty.
Sure, M&T Realty was named as the borough's redeveloper. It was a non-binding agreement, so we can talk about redevelopment of downtown. And that contract expires May 24th, so tonight is a request to extend that agreement to the end of August.
But now what I want to also ask is that I'm not quite sure why we're doing that if, well, I guess the question is why you're doing it. If you don't have, what are they going to be developing?
Well, again, M&T has shown interest in the Mir parcel, as well as redeveloping downtown. So we entered into agreement so we can have conversations with them, particularly as it pertains to downtown, because there's really nothing going on with Mir at this time. So we hired CME planners, Jennifer Beam, which, matter of fact, I have a meeting Monday with the planner to review her plans for redevelopment of downtown. And that's pretty much what this is about.
So that has nothing to do with the agreement that you had previously entered into with M&T Realty, where they're expected to purchase the 32-acre parcel of land on Federal Hill?
It's a continuation of that agreement, but any recent discussions are pretty much pertaining to Main Street because there's no action. The borough, because of the litigation that you have pursued, there's no action on the sale of land or anything to that effect, until litigation is concluded. So there are no current discussions on that matter.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing no one, motion to close early public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That was Hudson and Costa. Next item, reports. Terry, you have anything? You're good? Bree, you got that speech I asked you to prepare? All right, still working on it? Okay. Dawn, anything for us?
Nothing this evening,
Okay,
Mayor.
good answer. Council members, anyone? I just have a couple things. Cleanup day this past weekend was canceled, even though I advertised rain or shine. I mean sprinkling and shine, not nor'easter and shine. So it was canceled rightly. So June 3rd is the makeup day. So I look forward to that. Reeve Ave is moving along, and it's quite the project. We are finding continued mysteries of underground Bloomingdale every time we dig a hole. And but things are going in a good place, and things will be correct in valves. But and our guys, our staff is doing this 24-hour work you see because we got an alternative price from the contractor, and our guys doing it is saving almost $150,000 doing it in-house. So they're working their tail off, and we're getting there. So the project's moving along. Leary Ave project, just got all surveys done, so that's kicking off soon. That was, again, a community development block grant from last year, and we're moving on that one. I finalized our bid specs for the DPW and utility vehicles. Those are being advertised. We already authorized to do that. Just want to bring you up to date with the bid opening of June 15th. The Affordable Housing Trust Fund, we received a total of 6 viable applications to date for homeowners looking for funding for home improvements. So, again, that's being administered by Community Grants and Planning, so that's going well, and I'm glad to see it was well-received, and our marketing really paid off on that. The final item I just want to present is, on Saturday, is the Butler High School Veterans Monument dedication. I will be out of town at my godson's college graduation, but if anyone can attend to represent the borough, I think you all got your own invitation. I asked Terry, I think left it with you.
I'll be at the ceremony at the pavers when they're opening it up.
Mhm.
I won't be there for the first part because it starts at 9 o'clock, I think, at the church.
Gathering at 9 and the dedication at 11.
Right, so I'll be at the dedication at 11.
That would be great, if anyone can. You know, again, I just feel bad I cannot attend, and there's no RSVP, so I don't know who to tell I cannot attend, so. But if anyone could represent, I just think that would be nice, so. I know they worked hard, and that project does look nice. If you hadn't seen it on the corner of Bartoli and, what is that side street?
The upper end of the parking lot.
Yeah, across from St. Anthony's. It looks really nice, so Veterans Monument of all the veterans who've graduated by
Might be
high school.
Hasbrook. I'm not sure.
I think that's Hasbrook, or Hasbrook's maybe the next one. Either way,
Either way.
nice event,
Can't miss
everyone can attend. Anything else, anyone?
Memorial Day you want to talk about?
Right, we don't meet until after Memorial Day, but our Memorial Day Parade, we host this year, so we'll be lining up in Butler at 8:30 a.m., departure to Bloomingdale. Normal procedure, and this will be rain or shine. If you do recall, we didn't host last year, and it was canceled, and, there was a lot of unhappy people as a result. So if it's pouring rain, we're having it, because it's the right thing to do for veterans. Okay? So, thank you, Dawn, for that. Anyone else? Moving along. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second?
That was D'Amato and Della Ripa. Any discussion? Other than thanking Maureen Tierney, who has served and requested a resignation on the Environmental Commission, so we thank Maureen for her time. She still serves on our Board of Health. Just making a note here. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. One other item I forgot to mention. Next Tuesday, the 25th, at 7 p.m., the Board of Health's resuming the Mayor's Walk. So, Dawn, I saw you posted that.
Yes.
Thank you. At Walter T. Bergen, walking the track. So I may make it an option for any employees who want to do for wellness count, if it's optional. But I'll average, that's on Facebook, and it'll be out there. I just got the flyer today. 7 p.m. On Thursday, the 25th, at Walter T. Bergen. There are no pending items. New business. The first is I need a motion for 2017 5.8? 5.8? Payment of the bills. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Here, I need a roll call, please.
Councilman Costa?
Yes.
D'Amato?
Yes.
Della Ripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
5.8. Item B, I need a motion for 17 5.9. This is approving the renewal of our interlocal agreement with the Board of Education for landscape services. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Need a roll call, please.
D'Amato?
Yes.
Della Ripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Costa?
Yes.
You good? Item C, here I need, it's 3 separate resolutions. I believe we should do it that way. So I'll be asking for a motion for Resolution 5.10, 5.11, and 5.12 for tax office resolutions, tax title lien redemptions, and who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call, please. That was for 10, 11, and 12, yes.
Della Ripa?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Sondemire?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Costa?
Yes.
Yes.
Next, I need a motion to introduce by title ordinance 15, 2017, amendment to 9217 accessory structures. Now, we'll do a second and final reading on June 27th, because the planning board will have to review this. Okay, Terry? No, you're good, so I need, okay, so first, who makes the motion to introduce by title?
So moved.
Yazdi, second,
Second.
by D'Amato. Any discussion? I just want everyone to be aware, this has to do with flagpoles. Believe it or not, under our code, flagpoles, and then I'll ask for the motion, then I'll read it by title. Flagpoles are considered an accessory structure. And as a result, if a person wants to put a flagpole on, they would need a variance in most cases. So I thought that was kind of silly. So what the ordinance review was willing to do was make the recommendation of parameters around it, front yard setback of 10 foot, side yard setback of 10 foot, no closer to the principal structure than 10 feet. So that's all we're amending. I wanted to amend the height, because our current code only allows 15 feet. And 15 feet on a center hall colonial is barely to the bedroom of the second floor, which looks kind of silly. I think on a larger home, that flagpole should go to the gutter line or higher. But you want some controls in place. So we're adopting, so there's controls for, someone would need a variance just to do it. But I still want to have a conversation with ordinance review about how to get past this, the foot. We don't have a lot of requests for it. I think a lot of people just do it without coming forward, honestly, because we don't get a lot of requests for it. But we should, I think, housekeep, clean it, make it easier. And I'm working on that. Is it something our construction code official can just do internally? Those are the kind of things I want to recommend. But for now, we're introducing by title to amend side yard setbacks, et cetera. So I just wanted to explain that to everybody.
Yeah,
So,
there's probably grounding issues and when you get to a certain height because of lightning strikes.
yeah, it's not, and if that's the case, let's mention that in the code, because it doesn't say that. It just seems kind of silly, so, and that's more to come, but just fix this in the meantime. Because I couldn't sell them on the height, so I took what I got, and we'll go from there. So that's the discussion. So if I can have a roll call on that introduction.
Hudson,
Yes.
Bachmeyer,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Demotta,
Yes.
Delariva.
Yes.
I'll save Terry and I'll read it by title, okay?
Oh.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale, County, Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 92 zoning, Article 4, supplementary lot height and yard regulations, Section 9217, accessory structures of the Borough of Bloomingdale. Second final again, June 27th. Thank you. The next is introduction of ordinance 16, 2017, amendment to the salary ordinance. First, who makes the motion?
So moved.
Second.
I'm sorry?
Rained
Ray and Dawn. All we are doing here, because we brought back summer camp, we have to clarify our ordinance because it was on an old hourly wage. So we're doing a range for counselors and program directors and every position. And obviously, it's a range. So, for example, it's $800 a week. The average counselor makes $300 a week. So, but it just gives us a range to cover us for many years to come. So that's what we're doing. This is purely for the recreation camp coming back in-house. So I had a motion, I had a second. Can I have a roll call?
Bachmeyer,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Demotta.
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
And this second and final, if you would make a note, Terry, is June 13th, 7 PM. And I will read the title. An ordinance establishing a minimum maximum range of salaries and compensation for categories and titles of officers, non-contractual employees, and contractual employees of the Borough of Bloomingdale. Again, specific to recreation. Okay? Item F, I need a motion now for Resolution 5.13. Is amending our policy manual in regards to a waiting period for health insurance. First, who makes the motion?
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Our policy manual makes no mention of any sort of waiting period, and nor does contracts. So whatever's in the manual would supersede. And what I'm recommending is we implement a 90-day waiting period for new hires for health insurance. A couple reasons why. One is because it's commonplace in the industry. You bring someone on, you give them time to get their feet wet before you offer coverage, and then get into COBRA and having to continue coverage. Secondly, if we ever get a camp counselor who falls into a full-time category, by the Affordable Care Act rules, we got to offer them health insurance. Now, granted, most kids are dependents of their parents and won't need it, but by law, you have to offer it. So with a 90-day waiting period, it could help eliminate any exposure there because they won't work for 90 days. So I think it's a good thing to implement as a borough policy.
Is there any financial savings? Because,
Well, there would be if we hire a full-time employee instead of giving.
I mean,
them
there's no
coverage.
rate adjustment for,
No, there's no
Okay.
premium on the overall package adjustment.
Okay.
It's just the savings of the borough's contribution for 3 months on a
Right.
new hire. Right. I mean, as you recall, on the contracts, we already changed, like, we only give single coverage.
Right.
For the first year, so there's some cost-saving measures for the borough as well. Okay, any further discussion on that? If I can have, let's do a roll call because it's a change to the policy manual.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato,
Yes.
Delariva,
yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Sondemire,
Yes.
Okay. Next, I need a motion for Resolution 17.5.14, authorization to hire 3 part-time employees for DPW summer help, and that would be as follows. Returning summer helper Kevin Cavill. Second, Matt Johnson, who's actually son of a retired police officer who interviewed very well. And ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please, get ready for this one, Fred Cook. Coming back summer help. He's going to be my
Really?
flower man, absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So I'm excited about that. So that's who I'm recommending to you tonight. Do I have a motion?
So moved?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Sondemire,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Okay, and that's at 5 hours a day, 25 hours a week at $10 an hour. Next item, I need a motion for Resolution 17.5.15, authorization to extend the contract with M&T Realtor Partners LLC to August 31st, 2017. Who makes that motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Tomato,
Yes.
Delariva,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Sondemire,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Good job. You said until August, right?
It's till August 31st.
This is
This is
December.
December.
It's August 31st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the final, yes, on the agenda, because that was originally what Jane put, but attorney's recommendation is don't drag it out that far.
3 months, yeah.
It's August 31st. The copy, yeah, that's 100%. Okay, good, thanks for pointing that out, so there's no confusion. Item I need a motion for Resolution 17.5.16. This is a resolution opposing Senate Joint Resolution 34, Internet Privacy Law. First, who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second.
Sure. I'm sorry? On this one? Tony Costa.
sorry,
Seconded, Ray. And discussion. This, of all places, came from our Environmental Commission recommending and asking that the governing body consider doing this. Senator from Arizona, chairing the State Judiciary Subcommittee on Privacy Technology, introduced this Resolution 34 and House Joint Resolution 86. The bills would nullify the FCC's rules and would not return jurisdiction over regulating ISPs back to the Federal Trade Commission where they previously were. The FCC rules subject all web browsing and app usage data to the same restrictive requirements of sensitive material which enable them to prevent Internet service providers from spying on our Internet history, selling what they gather without express permission. So we're asking the governing body to oppose this legislation, noting that this will allow Internet providers to spy on the public and sell our public information, enable our government surveillance, and fundamentally undermine the cybersecurity by making our sensitive personal information vulnerable to hackers. So I'm asking you to support. This will be forwarded to Senator Booker, Menendez, Cardinal, and Congressman Freeland Eisen. So any further comment? Can I have a roll call, please?
Delariva, Hudson,
Yes.
Sondemire,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato,
Yes.
Okay, non-agenda items. I'm sorry. I did go fast, Rich. I told you I wouldn't. Sorry. Did I give you time?
I just thought that chair was comfy.
Okay, non-agenda. You can never lose by doing a resolution, so therefore, I'm going to ask for a resolution for 5.17, a resolution to cancel various received and reserved balances, grants receivables. First, who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
You all were copied on this in your box. These are grants stemming from 2005, actually 2001, all the way up to 2013, that projects are completed, projects never were done, there's no funding mechanism anymore, we're just cleaning the books. Some go back to Main Street improvements that prior governing bodies canceled, Ella Street actually in 2000, Clark Street in 2001, these were DOT grants. Walter T. Bergen project, there was $106 left in the drainage project. The flood study, there was $260 left, and so on. So again, we're just cleaning the balance sheet to the tune of almost $450,000. So, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Hudson,
Yes.
Sondemire,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato,
Yes.
Delripa,
Yes.
The next item is just a motion. I need a motion to accept the resignations of Jamie Wenzel, effective May 25th, and part-time shelter assistant Alyssa Mitkovsky, May 27th. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second.
And any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes. We did that.
All in favor, we're good. The next non-agenda item was, I need a motion for Resolution 17-518. This is authorizing the insertion in the fiscal year 2017's budget for special item revenue in the form of state of New Jersey grant in the amount of $5,500 for You Drive, You Text, You Pay campaign. Who makes that motion?
Second?
Any discussion? I'd ask for a roll call because it has to do with money, please, on that one.
sorry. Sondemire,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato,
Yes.
Delripa,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
And the final item, I need a motion to authorize me to advertise and hire to replace the shelter positions that we just accepted resignations. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
D'Amato and Hudson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That carries. Thank you. You good?
was that given resolution?
No, my motion was fine on that. At this time, I need a motion for late public comment.
So
Is
moved.
that motion?
Second.
Sorry. That was Tony and Mike.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak, please come on up. Hey, Rich.
Rich Proud, 16 High Street. What is the summer help? Was that advertised?
Yes, it was posted on the website, posted on
I
social
mean,
media.
they couldn't find nobody with a college kid that wanted that job?
Oh, we did, we got 12 applications.
None of them qualified?
Some,
Fred Cook's is college?
no, but he's a retired foreman who was such an
Yeah,
asset.
Retired foreman, he got good money, he retired.
Good for
I think
him.
when you gave him the key to the city, he said he wasn't coming back.
Ha ha. Well, I'm glad to have him back. He's an asset to the borough, and I don't think anyone could dispute that. It's the same rate as anybody, any college kid would get. To have the,
Yeah, but he's getting a pension and all that already, you know, a college kid ain't getting no pension.
That's a good point. But Fred earned his pension. He put 30 years into the borough.
Yeah, so do these college kids who need money, you know.
I understand, and there's many opportunities.
Everything he did, he got paid for. I mean, he didn't donate.
Borough
nothing.
hired over 25 camp counselors, so there's an opportunity for college kids, had a great opportunity within the borough. Two of these kids are college kids. Fred is a perfect fit. You know why? Well, one, you have to be 18, so everyone's 18 and we hire. But the summer help, we don't let them drive, we don't let them drive pickup with garbage trucks, we don't let them get in the back of a garbage truck. And so having Freddie not only gives us a lot more flexibility, okay? It's a perfect fit. He can come in tomorrow and start running without any
Yeah, he can
any
come in
trouble.
tomorrow and sit and have a coffee too. He knows the route.
Well, I assure you that won't happen, and if you see that happen, you call me, Rich. But
I
it
will,
won't happen.
definitely. You know that, John.
I know you will, and that's why you won't be calling me, because it will not
I will
happen.
be calling you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else with some good positive news. Seeing no one, motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next meeting is work session June 13th, regular meeting June 27th, voter registration for primaries today. Memorial Day we mentioned earlier, primary election June 6th. There is one matter, be very quick, on executive session. There will be, public will have an opportunity to comment, but there will be no public, I assure you, action, or there will be no action taken after exec. So I need a motion to go into a quick executive session. Who makes that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
John?